It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Just thought I'd come on and see what was going on. I went over to Nikki's action, and took over there. Man, I bombed that one. I got outbidded several times, which sucks. Always next time, though, right? I have. What do I have? I have 22 listings still. I've done nothing else since we ended. Well, I did stuff, but it wasn't work related. It was house related. So I'm just getting back into it and seeing what's going on. Got lots and lots of watchers. So that's what I'm doing. Let's see. I'm going to look in the chat and see what's going on. So my goal is to get the rest of these 8 listings done. It's the goal anyway. I don't like that. They did this thing now where they have like a top chat, so you can't see all of your messages. They just have, I guess, like the most important ones or something. I don't know what that's all about. Let's see. It says 0 viewers. So let me go see what's happening. That's okay. It's Valentine's Day. People are with their Valentine, so that's cool. I'm all right with that. So, what's everybody doing? Eating dinner with your man or your friend or your son or what's going on? Keep seeing all these messages. Oh, Nikki's doing her who won what type of thing for the auction. I was going to bid and then like at the very end and do a little bit of sniping maybe. I guess you'd call it. And my daughter called, the one in California, Julie. And so we talked through that, so I didn't get a chance to go in and do any sniping, which sucked because I was totally planning on that. That's okay. Probably didn't need to do it anyway. I need to be good. Just looking through my listings. I don't know what's going on. This is so weird. So weird not getting a sale. But I know that it seems like a lot of people are going through that same thing right now. So You know, hopefully it's the calm before the storm and we can get through it. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Anyway, yeah. So I just thought I'd come on, and I was going to start listing again, and not really listing, just taking pictures. That's what I'm working on, trying to get my 30 for the day. I need to sharpen that goal up a little bit. I think, anyway. Hi, Jen from Canada. Canada. All I know is the first two words of your anthem. Oh, Canada. And I'm probably not even singing that right, but that's okay. I hope it's okay with you. Hope it's not too awfully bad. All right, I gotta go let the dogs in. And then I'm gonna start taking some pictures. Get this done. So, let's go do that. It's actually a pretty nice day here today. I think it was in the 50s, high 50s. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, Ringo. Like earlier, he wanted to be picky. Okay, go lay down now. Thank you. So I have 3 dogs. They're all Chugs, which is a pug chihuahua. They are we got Roscoe, who's the oldest. He's 14. Then we got Elvis, he's 4. And we got Ringo, who is, what is he, like 6 months, 7 months? I think he's 7 months. And those are my babies, my fur babies. How's it going? Where are you? How was your Valentine's Day? How is it going where you are? Where are you? Anyway, how was your Valentine's Day? It was all right. It's just like any other day. I don't have a Valentine, so it was just like any other day. Yeah, kind of boring. How was yours? What do you have to get done? I missed that. Oh, I need to take some pictures for eBay to get listed on eBay. Let me just check. Drafts. So I sell on eBay full time, and I have 22 listings up so far, and I need 8 more to get my 30, which is my new goal, my new daily goal, I should say. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing today, working hard, trying to get some sales, trying to stimulate my store. So that's what I'm doing. see. I'm back on. I'm exhausted. um, Tomorrow will be half price chocolate and cinnamon hearts. Yeah, true. I live in a um kind of out of the way type of thing, and I live about I live about 5 miles from a store, but um it's just a small little town. I live about 20 miles away from any major town, I guess. There was no notification. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Um, so I usually don't go into town every day. I went into town Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, so I probably won't go anywhere for a while. I live in to buy stuff half cheap, half prices. I'm cheap. I understand. I'm cheap too. That's why I don't go anywhere. Because if I go anywhere, I spend money. So that just seems to save me a lot of money. Yeah, I decided to come back on. Maybe I still have my 8 to do. I haven't done anything since the last time I talked to you. Fed the dogs, ate dinner, um, did some laundry. So what do you think of our day val? I thought it was great. If I can just keep that schedule, I think that'll work out fine. Um, and it went okay with the dogs, and I had plenty of time to, because I mean, I take them outside and then I bring them back in, and so it's not, not bad. I haven't got my I haven't got my 30 up yet. I still have 8 more to picture. Um, so I'm working on that. Happy life is great day. That's awesome. I'm glad you're having a good day, Mother's Mustache. Happy Valentine's Day. So that is so weird. Kid steals and more, I think. I can't remember. Let's see. Hubby sent me flowers from Costco, and then I bought steak on sale for $3 and lobster tails for $2.99 each. And then I bought other things for supper. So supper for my family was four was frugal fancy meal under $50. It's steak and lobster and shrimp. Hey, that sounds good. Oh yeah, I know. I still got to do that too. I haven't even done that. Um, I know. I could do it. I just gotta put my nose to the grindstone. Um, but yeah, I thought I'd come on, see what everybody else is doing. Did y'all do anything for Valentine's Day with your Valentine? Cheese pizza was dinner. Oh, I see. Was today Ash Wednesday? I don't know. Yeah, bits and bits of video, not pizza. Okay, I thought I heard somebody say that. That's what I tell myself every day. Happy life is a great day. That's right. Absolutely. Yeah, I was a little bit ago I was talking to it was a little bit before 8, and my daughter called me and I was talking to her and everything, and um We were talking about, me moving and everything. Oh, I'm sorry, Eric, that you have the flu. You and your son have the flu. That sucks. Hey, as long as you guys are together, that's what matters. That's that's romantic. Some people wouldn't think that, but I completely agree. As long as you're together doing stuff. Hi, Grandma Wrinkles. I see. Yeah, me and Mike really wouldn't really do anything on Valentine's Day. He'd usually get a card for me or something, but and some on occasion he would do flowers, not every Valentine's Day, which I think, I liked flowers, but um, they're kind of a waste of money, but sometimes you got to live a little. But we would usually do something like the weekend before, the Saturday before or something. But hi, Turtle Trader. Hope you're having a good evening. And just hanging here, hanging in the hangout. But no, I was talking to my daughter, and so she mentioned something, and I just started crying. It was just, emotional for one reason or another. I don't know why, but Roscoe, cool it, bub. Ringo, come here. Sit down. Sit. Good boy. Abby is the romantic one. He gets me flowers 2 times a year. Once on Valentine's Day and once on my birthday, which is 10 days later. And I don't get anything until Christmas. Wow, that's a long stint. But, at least you get your flowers. That's good. That's good. Too cheap for flowers. Deal shopping is my love language. Exactly. Yeah. You're crying. Big hug. Yeah, I don't know. I just got kind of It's today, these days like this, I just get kind of sappy and, you know, I don't want to say feel sorry for myself, but I guess in a kind of way, I kind of do, you know, but oh, um, yeah, it's just kind of a hard, it's hard, and it's probably always going to be hard, when those days come up and then talking to the kids and, I always try to hide emotions and all that kind of stuff, and I try not to like cry in front of them because I'm, the strong mom and all this, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult. Um, Jen, I don't know if you probably don't know, but I was married to my husband Mike, And not quite 2 years ago, he died in a car accident or a trucking accident. And we were married for 6 years, like 11 months. We were almost going to have our seventh wedding anniversary in September. And so, uh, it just sucks. It just, it just sucks. Um, so, thank you, kids, Dilsamore. Yeah, I divorced my first husband, my kid's dad, and then I was single for about 6 years, and then met Mike online, and I was in California, he was in Kansas, and I moved to Kansas to be with him. We got married here, started my life here and everything, and then 6 years later, so it was bad. It was bad, but I'm doing better, a lot better than what I was. So, um, you know, just it's just one of those days where you just have trouble with it, and it's just like all the other holidays. You just, you want to be selfish and you want them here and everything, but so just gotta move on, you know, be strong. All those peppy little words, So on these days like this, I wish them to get through very speedily, and you know as long as I can get to the next day, I'm good. You know, they're just one of those things that it's hard to get through the day. So, but yeah. So, and when I moved, this is the thing is when I moved, um I moved here away from my family. So all my family was I had a sister that was in Michigan, but all the rest of my family was in California. So I moved, away from them, and uh-oh, thrifty living. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, Jen said I hear you, I lost my mom when I was 21. I lost my dad last year, so it gets sappy as now I'm an orphan. Yeah. Do a backflip. I don't want to kill myself. Come on. Self-medicate with a strong drink. I'm not much of a drinker, but I'll be okay. It actually, it helps because I'm here by myself. It's really difficult because I don't have anybody to talk to. So, and that's I have, all of my friends online, and you guys you guys are the ones that helped me through this, all of your words of encouragement and all of that. So, I appreciate that. So, but that's right. I have you guys. You guys are the ones that got me through this, all the all the ugliness and all that. So, That's what YouTube is for. Yep. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I'm just kind of. I don't want to do like, you know, I've done the whole, depression thing and all of that. And so what does that have to do with anything, Chris? Um you're crazy. Um yeah, so I've gotten through that and I'm trying to get out and, do things and meet people, but it's really hard. And um so Violet Lemon, Alana. Hello, hello. But yeah, Stephanie, I love your daughter's name. I think it's beautiful. That is a good name. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I'm doing good. I got a little emotional this afternoon talking to my daughter, but yeah, I'm doing all right. It happens. Aw, thank you, Mother's Mustache. You're a sweetheart. You're special to me too. Well, that's the thing too, is just moved to Georgia. I need a thrifting partner. um Actually, over the last, because I've been here, I think August it'll be 9 years. Over that 9 years, the family has actually moved away. We're all over the place now. I have a sister in Michigan. I have a sister in California. I have a brother in South Dakota. I have a daughter and my three grandkids in North Carolina. And then I have a daughter in California. So we're all over the place. Heck yeah. That sounds like a good time right there. Mother's mustache. Exactly. But lots of sharing, love, and cooking grocery hauls. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, the people that are in the in the chat and um that come here every day. I mean, that's I mean, you guys saved me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but y'all saved my life. Um so, I'm very, very thankful for you guys. Valerie, do you have a birthday coming up? No, my birthday is September 1st. September 1st. Sales sucked. I'm just gonna tell you. Sales sucked. Haven't had a sale today. Had two small sales yesterday. Well, they weren't small, small. They were like $20 each. Um, but it's been super, super, super slow. So Jen says, here's a question for you. Since you said that you do eBay full time, how do you actually manage to do that and make money? What do you buy? Um, the majority of my what I sell is clothing. So I sell clothing, and I do sell a few hard goods, really anything that I can make, money on. Um, that's what I do. You go on eBay, you look at what things have been sold for in the past, and you do a little bit of studying, see how often they sell, and all of that, and so just just do that. And if you price it competitively, then you know you might sell it tomorrow, you might sell it the same day, you might sell it 6 months from now. So um Shantae, you are an encouragement and motivator for us. Now get your 8 items done. Cracking the whip. Whopsh. Meeting your goal and feeling success. Yep. And Summer said, yes, ditto what Shantae said. Jay Thrifts and Flips. Hi, Val. So glad you're on. Just saw a bit of the start. We appreciate you. Let us motivate you to meet your goal tonight. That's awesome. Thank you. Karen's at the beach says, I had 2 sales today. One was a vintage Mickey shirt I've had forever and went international. I'm realizing that I have some commodity items in my store. The vintage and antique sit sometimes. Yep. Oh, really? Karen's at the beach? I didn't know that. She said overseas countries buy Mickey shirt and then copy them. Well, that sucks. Where do you live? Let's meet up. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? You just gotta laugh at that. When I try to do my little imitations. Imitate impressions. That was funny. Oh my gosh. I live in Kansas. All of us. Hey, I'm game. As long as I can get some sales, get me a plane ticket or something. The Bow Father. Oh my gosh, that's Val Pacino. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh. Yeah, that would be kind of awkward. So what are you listening to tonight? Clothes? I'm photographing my 10 items to list tomorrow. Yeah, I have 8 clothing items to list. And oh, you and Shantae are in Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have to meet up. One of these days I'm planning on moving to North Carolina, so um yeah, we'll have to meet up. That was a good impression. Sounds like most of the guys I grew up with. I don't know what's the other one that I do? How you doing? Mom and I are in the middle of Tennessee. So, like, where are you close to? Like Nashville or not Memphis? What's some other places in Tennessee? Knoxville, um, close to Nashville. Not too terribly far from Elvis's home. True enough. I finally got there. Finally got there. I haven't listened to a single thing today, but I'm okay with that. My car was in the shop. There were robberies, all kinds of craziness. I heard that is nuts. Yep, Joey from Friends. Yeah, that is crazy. Craziness. So you need to move to BFE and then you don't have all that craziness. Valerie, are you drunk? No, I'm not drunk. We're 30 minutes north of Nashville. Okay. I like Nashville. I mean, of course we did the tourist scene and all that, but we stayed at was it the Gaylord or I think it was the Gaylord Resort. Is that what it's called? I don't know if it's called that. Some kind of resort that's over there by the Opryland, I think. Yeah, not a good day for Florida. That was messed up. Yeah. I did an impression and they an impression of Al Pacino. So now now they call me Val Pacino. That is probably the funniest thing I ever heard. That is awesome. People say, "What's your name?" Val. What's your last name? Pacino.
I see we have Jen from Cantata in our chat.
Yeah,
She's that woman from the other night who put on
yeah.
a live and was
She did the raid.
she's helping out small YouTube channels. So
Woohoo! That's awesome.
if somebody wants to go give her their support, that'd be great.
Very cool. My son's best friend graduated from that high school 10 years ago. Wow. I can remember joining the watching show when it was 80th and then 100th and looking 255 or so. Congrats. Yeah. That's awesome, isn't it? I mean, we've come a long way. I know that was pretty funny this morning, Summer. Yeah, it feels I like to laugh. I like to, but yeah, I did the raid the other night and been supporting in my live streams one up and down. Thanks.
Hmm,
We need to play Cupid and send our single guy friends to a hangout.
my boy. My boy just got yelled at by daddy.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So I saw him walking by the bathroom with his head hung down. I was like, "Oh, come here."
I'm working on my 30. I got 8 more to picture, so I'm going.
Way to
Let me see.
go. You didn't make
I
it
got
by 3, but you're getting it done today. That's good.
Yep. That's the goal. I got 20 done. No, I got 18 done. I got 18 done by yeah. Karen, I got 28 done. Yeah, I had 18 done by 3 and then yeah.
Hmm,
So I have 8 more to picture. I've already got the drafts are already made on them, so all I got to do is do pictures
nice.
and I'll have
You
my
hear that
30.
side luggy? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Come on.
Hey Jim and Tara. Impressive Summer and Valerie. Yeah. Yeah, we're knocking them out. I'm gonna get them done by midnight. That count? Uh, yeah, Jim and Tara. It's called, instead of farmers only, it's called reseller only. Oh my gosh. That's right. YouTube should do a thing where we can watch two videos at the same time. Exactly. No sound? I don't have no sound. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Jim, Tara, can you guys hear me? Check, 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 check. Oh, okay. I was like, well, I see the three little dots, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, good. Well, I'm going to go take some pictures, but you guys can. What was the. Oh, I said, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? That's funny. Nikki said she sold an item that she listed today. Good day for her. That's right. Good job. Well, come on, guys. Yeah, I'm just hoping to keep on listing through this because that's what I tell everybody else. Just list through it. So what I'm hoping for is to get a bunch of stuff up and then just have a complete blowout. And people just buying stuff and PayPal going crazy, and that's what I'm hoping for. Positive vibes, right? That's what my daughter told me. Be positive. But I know it's hard for them to see me like that, and so I try not to reveal a lot of that. Um, and I know that if I wanted to, all I would have to do is say, look, is there any way you guys can come and, help me so I can move out there? And I know that they would figure it out. They would manage some way. But I don't want to put that burden on them, number one. And I still have to stay here for insurance purposes for the time being. So there's no sense in me moving until that's completed. But just because I can't move there doesn't mean I can't go visit. So that's the thing I'm working on now, is trying to um, get some stuff going, get my eBay back in, and get some sales going, and get it not that it wasn't active, but it just seemed to kind of drop off the face of eBay earth. And so I just want to get things moving and get things going again. So, and then maybe I'll take a trip. I know my daughter in North Carolina, she was already saying she was going to try and buy a ticket for me to come out. She was actually going to come out here for the court date. So my court date's like March 26th or something. And she was going to bring her and the kids out here, drive by herself. I said, "You are nuts. You're not doing that." Her husband said the same thing. So it's only going to be about 5 minute long thing. So it's, it'll be fine. But I said, just buy me a ticket, buy me a two-way ticket, and I'll come out there and stay with you guys for a little bit. Not long, probably a week, 10 days or something like that. Because I got the dogs and everything, so. So. All right. Do. I don't know what that all is all about. All right. Um, so that's the plan is I want to start working pretty early, like right after I'd say probably around 10 o'clock. Start getting things listed and pretty much start my day, I guess you could say, right after the show's over at 10. That's kind of my goal, is that. So
Hey, Valerie.
yeah,
Hey, that Jen from Cantina asked what kind of steamer that is you're using.
it's a Shark.
There you go.
It's a Shark handheld.
All right. She said she was thinking about getting one for her husband's clothes.
Yeah, I like the handheld. It actually works. For me, it works very good. That's the only steamer that I'll use.
Yeah.
I like it.
Does it pull out wrinkles pretty well?
It does.
Well, there you go.
It pushes a lot of steam, and the only kicker is that I found out with other steamers is you have to use distilled water.
Oh.
I kind of cheat because what I'll do is I'll put the water through my Brita filter, and then I'll put it in the jug.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not actually distilled, but it's a lot better than just the regular.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the minerals, it'll just clog it right up.
Yeah.
So.
There you go. Oh man, eBay was slow today.
Oh my
Somebody
gosh.
changed my door color or something. I don't know.
I haven't gotten
No,
any sales.
I
It's
was really
ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I just keep saying, okay, you got to list through it, Valerie.
I didn't list today either because I went and got that hay and stuff. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to take pictures right away and I'm going to get myself all set for a list of Palooza. I'm not going to goof off in the morning. I'm going to get right. As soon as I get done with the horses, I'm going to go and take pictures and get that stuff done so that I'm for listing.
Yeah, I just thought, well, might as well just dive right in and
Yeah. I agree. Me too.
get this going.
Because I need to get some sales working.
I know.
I got to pay for my auction buys from Nikki's auction show.
Yeah. You owe me a ton.
No.
I had to figure out all the shipping.
I couldn't even attempt to do a backflip. I would hurt myself so bad.
Yeah, if I wanted to go to the hospital.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would not be good. You would have to call an ambulance.
I used to be able to do those when I was little, but not anymore.
I was never like very coordinated like that. I could do like cartwheels, but like backflips, no. I was never that. I was like, you ever like see like those kids when they're little and they can like jump super high, and I just could never. I had no spring in my legs. I never could like jump very good.
Yep.
I didn't have a lot of upper body strength, like the rope. I could never do that. I could never climb the rope.
Oh, you
But
remember?
I could dance. I could do tumbling, any kind of tumbling, somersaults, cartwheels, flips, anything. But my upper body strength wasn't that good.
Well, you'd have to do that presidential fitness thing. I don't know. Did they make you do that thing where you have to do it, hold your chin up above a bar for like 30 seconds or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was like Chinese water torture. So I mean, like, try to hold your chin above this bar, and you see them like slipping down and stuff like that. Kids would be like kicking in that. Oh my God.
I know, and they wouldn't like let you get away with not doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't do it.
Yeah. Jumping hurdles, they make you jump those like they're shorter size hurdles, but I'm always scared I was gonna hook my toe and like break my neck or something.
Exactly.
I was good at anything with my legs. I was good with my legs, but
I had no jump. I had no spring in my legs.
But the thing I couldn't understand is that I could lift heavy things, but to actually like climb the rope, and I could climb trees, but I couldn't climb the rope.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
I don't know.
I think I was scared that everybody would tease me. I don't know. I might have been it too.
We used to have to play this crazy game called crab hockey. Did you ever do that, Nikki?
I don't know what that is.
You get on all fours but backwards. It's crazy. So you walk like a crab. So your head is up, but you're like on all fours, your arms and legs, and then you run around kicking a ball, like as if you're playing soccer.
Oh yeah, we've played that. Yeah.
Crab hockey. You see them like slipping down and
hold
stuff
on,
like
sorry.
that.
My
Be like kicking in there. Oh my God.
Hold on, sorry.
This amateur hour at the Apollo, for God's sake.
Shut up, Tara.
Okay, Michelle. Hey, your YouTube's on, Michelle.
No, my computer, I was pressing pause over and over and over again, and it wouldn't stop.
Yeah,
I'm doing it again.
That will happen to me, and I'll try to hit mute, and then it seems like it takes like forever to go through, It turns from a one-step process into like a six-step process.
Gotta call the husband in to help you.
No, he just stands behind me and mocks me. Oh my God, your YouTube's playing.
Did you guys get Jen's question? She goes, "Are you doing this live stream via Hangouts?"
Oh, that's a Valerie question.
Yes, we are.
Do what now? What?
She wants to know if you're doing the Hangout through Google Hangouts. Yes, we are. Oh my God, this is hilarious. It's like we're all at the table chit-chatting and having drinks. Yep.
Yeah, I wish I was having a drink.
That's the way we are.
I ate ice cream, if that counts.
I don't think it's directly through Hangouts.
Yeah, it is.
Well, when I go to start it, it's through YouTube.
Yeah, and Hangouts. Look at your
Hangouts is
live.
Google.
Yeah, Google Hangouts. Look at your your control page on YouTube where you start your event.
Yeah.
And it says Google Hangouts there. That's called Google Hangouts.
Mine doesn't say Google.
Or it says Hangouts.
Mine doesn't say Hangouts.
It says something. Let me look.
It says events.
Yeah, but when you
It does say Hangouts though. When you end the video, it'll say Hangouts or whatever.
Like right now on my screen, it says I'm in Google Hangouts with you guys.
Right.
And
mine doesn't say anything. Oh, mine does say Google. You're right.
Okay.
The only way I know how to do it, because if you look at you look at the page where it shows that you created your event, and it shows your icon, and it shows what and then that's how you click on it to get to your live show to see it on YouTube.
Right.
Well, right below that, there's a little box and it says like Hangouts or something. It says.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means we're in Google Hangouts.
Oh, that Jen asked how you do that, Nikki. But I guess you just kind of say that. I don't know.
Yeah, you go into your creator studio, and you go to live streaming. I think it's called. Hold on, live streaming. Yep. And then you go to create an event. I don't know how to do live stream. I do create events. Excuse me. Because I don't know why, but Stream Now never works for me. But I go into events, schedule an event. I click on, and then you just create your event, and then it comes up as to do Google Hangouts, and you press you click on Hangouts, and when you say go live now, and there'll be a little box, and it says go to Hangouts or something like that. And then you press start broadcast because another screen will come up, right? I think I got all the steps.
Very good, Nikki.
Yeah. I are smart.
Yep, you're
My husband's like, how many things did you sell at that auction? You got to ship all that out. I said, yep, and you got to deliver it all to the post office.
There you go.
He's like, holy shit.
Oh my God, the Violet Lemon is saying how fish have personalities just like animals. There's a YouTube video I watched, which is a very good it's a funny YouTube video. This dog's in the water, like up to its knees, and this bass keeps circling around and chasing the dog. And then like the dog will chase him, go out a little ways, and it'll come back and chase the dog. It's really funny. You ever think of like a fish doing stuff like that? Anyway.
No, not at all.
Oh, there you go. Hey, there you go, Nikki. Jen said you should do a video on how you set it up, as I'm having difficulty picturing it.
Well, there you go.
An informational video on how to do it.
I'll have to do that for you, Jen. I got to get all this stuff shipped out first.
Oh, boy.
It'll be like the good old days when I used to actually sell a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you had a lot of bidders that bought multiple items, so at least you can...
Yeah, so it won't be too bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I got outbid on a couple of things.
I got outbid. Did you see where Jim outbid me on the damn crucifix? Which I should crucifix.
Jim,
we pay out of the same account. He's like, I know, but I'm going to outbid you. I'm like, well, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, Jim, yeah.
He didn't matter because we got outbid anyway. But anyway,
I told Gary, I said, look at Jim tried to outbid Tara.
thought he was being a big shot.
That's all right. You both got outbid, so
Yeah.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I was honest though. I was only going to charge you for your bid.
Oh well. No, I had to charge Jim for his raised bid.
Well, he registered himself too. So.
I know he did. He went through this whole thing where he registered himself and wanted to outbid me, which I'm like, well, that doesn't even make sense.
I bid higher because I was afraid you were going to outbid with your lame bid, and you did.
Oh, like, you didn't high enough, did you? Gives you learn.
That was bid of small child.
Yeah.
You need your grown person bid.
Okay, I'm gonna write myself a note to make a video about how to start a Google Hangouts. Make video about Google. And tell Jen K-A-N K-A-N-A-T-A-N-A. I'll find her.
Yeah, it's K-A-N-A-T-A.
I'll send you guys an invoice. It went good, Dwayne. I think the grand total was like $91.
There you go.
So that was pretty good. I mean, it's most of the stuff. I threw a few better items in there just to keep people interested, but like the exit sign and stuff like that. But yeah, it worked good. I'm gonna do lots more because K-A-N-A-T-A.
And you're in that turtle trader.
Are you laughing at me?
No. It's the turtle trader comment. All of Valerie.
That's funny, turtle trader.
Well, I guess you didn't scam her away too bad, huh?
I definitely see Jim doing something like that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, you pay. I'll just send you guys invoices.
Okay.
I was gonna send them through Square Up because that's the company I use for my flea market business, but I wonder if I should just do it through PayPal since that's what everybody knows. Yeah, I am. I'm going to clear out my garages and my storage sheds this spring. What is the story of the crucifix? The crucifix I got in an auction box. That's it. Sorry, I didn't have time.
It is a casket crucifix.
Yeah.
Because Jim asked you about it this morning or whatever. Yeah, it's one of those metal casket ones.
Yeah, they cover it off with a screwdriver, but it takes a long time to dig all the way down that.
Cement box too. Yeah, that they put the coffin in.
Once you dig the hole, get them off with a screwdriver is nothing.
It took me a long time to dig that sucker up. Sorry if there's some mud on it, Garrett. No. I was digging forever. I went through 2 shovels.
Well, what I think actually happens is I think actually the family has the option of keeping after the service. And that's why you see so, because actually they're not uncommon. You see quite a few of them.
Well, we've kept crosses that were like in the casket, but they didn't get buried with them. But I've never seen one like that. Ours are usually those brass ones, and they're like a little bit of a thinner crucifix. And then they give them to you in a box after the funeral or whatever.
Jen in Canada. I'm assuming that means Canada. I'm having a hard time saying that word.
I think it's the city in Canada that she lives in.
Oh, Cantata. Okay, anyways, Jen. I'm just going to stick with Jen. Anyways, I had an auction on Facebook, and everybody was bidding on it. And one of the items was a crucifix that was removed from a casket. But honestly, there's no big story behind it. I bought a box at an auction, and the crucifix was in there.
I have some cemetery markers, but I don't think I never sold them. They got to be around somewhere, right, Jeff?
Yeah, they got pulled.
They got pulled. I tried to list them on eBay and they got pulled. They were like maybe temporary. They're the temporary ones before you get your headstone in. It's like a galvanized steel marker that you pound in, and then it would have a card on the inside that would say your name and stuff like that. You know, when you're born, when you died. Huh. Like the temporary marker, and I tried putting them on eBay, but they pulled them off on me.
Yeah, and I don't understand why it would be a violation, because it's obviously a temporary marker. No person left with that marker for any amount of time, so it's not like you went around a cemetery and where you know. I know what I understand what they're doing. They don't want you to sell the headstone,
right?
You know, like go to a cemetery, steal stuff, and then sell it on eBay. But these are things like the funeral home would use, that they would be pulled out and then reused, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But anyway, it's just, you know how it is with eBay. It's like, okay, whatever. It's their sandbox.
Yeah, but then there are markers right here for sale, and they're not pulling those.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think those should be allowed to be sold. I'm not one big on rules for stuff like that, but that's bull. You know, those military... Their Grand Army, the Republic, their Civil War,
cemetery markers, like
Civil War veteran cemetery markers, like you stick it in next to the grave with their bronze,
like a star,
and they should be permanently at that grave site.
Right.
Selling them on eBay, so somebody's pulled them out of the ground, and they ain't right.
Yeah, it'd be like pulling out like a like VFW one or whatever, somebody in like World War II.
Yeah,
these are from the Civil War soldier veteran.
I see him in a flea market. I won't.
He won't buy them. Yeah.
I won't buy him. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, that's not right that they're making money on that.
All right, so Violet Lemon. At first, I thought it was Turtle Trader. I was going to ask Turtle Trader if he was drunk. Anyways, Violet Lemon says, Turtle sounds like my great aunt. She loved to tell the story of all of us kids when she got her boob cut and a ringer washed.
Oh my God.
That's why I've been sitting here laughing the whole time you guys have been talking. I'm trying not to be rude, but oh my God, it was funny. And Mother's Mustache says, wait, what? It was in a casket? No, they're put on top of the casket, I think. But anyways, I washed it real good, so it's okay.
Well, it would be like you could, and there could be something that was displayed. Like these brass crosses that I remember, like my grandmother's cross. I have it. It was just like when the lid's open, it would be displayed on the lid edge, like right above the body.
Right.
But then when they do the shutdown of the lid, after the church service, then they give you that stuff.
We come across quite a few of them. And I was curious about it, so I went on and did some research on it, and it is common for them to offer it to the family to keep, and that's how they wind up. So it never gets interred with the casket or anything like that.
No.
Right.
At the end of the service, they wind up just giving it to the family rather than.
I promise I didn't dig it out. I'm too lazy to do that.
There's so many of them.
No, the person doesn't hold it. It's just like on the when you have the casket lid open, there's like that
right.
Just set it there above the body.
Or if the casket,
it sits where the cover is.
Yeah.
On top too.
It could be laid on top, like if it was a closed casket.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be kind of a Catholic thing with the crucifix and on the casket and stuff. It'd be pretty much just I don't know, would Lutherans do that?
Not with Jesus.
Not with the crucifix. No, they would just have a cross, I think.
No.
I'm putting it in the dirt. She thought it would look nice by her mom's grave. That would look really nice. Yeah. It's very pretty.
It would.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is taking something and putting it, to use. I mean,
yeah.
that's what we're all doing here after all anyway. So
my brother wanted to be buried so he could be worm food, he said.
Oh my
But
gosh.
me, I'm the complete opposite. I want to be cremated so that the bugs can't crawl on me.
My mom wanted to be cremated. I was always sort of old fashioned where no, we're Catholic, you get buried in the ground in a casket. That's what we do. When I've gotten older, I've switched away that, but my mom's like, Tara, I'm serious. I do not want to be buried. I want to be cremated. So I did what she asked me to do. But yes,
well,
very much like this is the way it should be.
As a Catholic, you can be it's okay to be cremated as a Catholic, as long as you bury the cremains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that mummy, that Chinese woman. I don't know. They buried her, and she got like in peat or something. Something preserved her.
But she was real like heavy set and ate a lot. So then they like know what the food she was eating in her stomach and stuff. It's so gross.
And they said her body fats or something had converted to soap or something that was part of the preservative.
Like lie.
And I watched that and I said, well, that tears it. I'm getting cremated. I don't want nobody digging me up 800 years later and doing on what I looked like and all this other stuff.
Hey, nobody needs to know that.
Right. If you want to see what I look like, there's photographs.
Yeah, that's why they have pictures.
And then the thing is, they talk about how overweight she was, and how she ate so well, and what she ate, and she ate very decadent for the time and stuff like that. I don't want somebody looking at me saying, "Oh, look at how pudgy this one is. Oh, she ate very well," you know. Well, damn right I ate well, but I don't want you cutting me up and saying I ate well.
Okay. Kids, deals, and more. Well, first of all, I told my kids I want a headstone to be a bench and a barbecue so that they can come visit me and have a barbecue.
Hey,
they're like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
They're like, we're not going to do that, Mom.
I told Jim I want a ginormous monument to myself.
There you go.
I want a big monument, and I want it like etched. I want an etched picture of me like riding a horse, you know, and that's a huge big pillar obelisk that with just this big shrine to myself.
Hey,
that's why that is I'll probably never get it, but I guess I'll be dead, so I won't care either.
Kids, Deals, and More's husband wants to be placed on shelf in Walmart.
My mom always.
Oh man.
And said, okay, so this cheer up show is about death, dying, and cremation.
Yeah.
No, it's just what the subject ended up being.
It's just.
I think it was the casket crucifix that switched us over to cremation.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but
we never know how.
Yeah.
It just happens.
It just happens.
Oh my God, my dad. And if there is, well, I probably shouldn't tell this story.
God, you can't start out a story like that.
Okay, if there's any. Well, if there's any Jewish people listening.
If you have to apologize to a group of people.
Well, maybe not.
Well, he told me that in the Jewish, I don't know. In the Jewish cemetery, I'm so sorry if I offend anybody. But he told me one time, I think it was my dad. No, it was my uncle. Excuse me, my uncle. He told me that in the Jewish cemetery that the people are buried upside down, standing up, and so that they keep their money in their pocket.
Oh my God!
Well, I believe this.
Yeah, I would have probably apologized for that one too.
I am very sorry. Anyways, I believe this, and I actually asked somebody that one time. They were Jewish. And I asked somebody that one time, I was like, why do you guys get buried standing up? That's what it was. It was standing up. Okay. And yeah, he was like, oh my God, we don't get buried that way.
Oh my God.
I was so embarrassed. Yeah. Anyway.
I probably would have been embarrassed too.
Nikki, when I heard you started out and say, "Oh, I better not tell this story," I'm like, "Oh, this will be a real doozy."
Absolutely.
Subject change.
Oh man, story increases.
How's those sales going?
How's it rate increase?
I was so embarrassed. It was a friend of mine's dad, and I was so embarrassed. And he's like, "No, honey, we don't get buried that way." Now, I'm sorry, but my uncle is borderline retarded. He really is. I mean, if he would have been tested, they would have probably steered towards retarded. So I'm just saying, he's probably right on the line.
No offense to my uncle out there.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's where I got my information from. So, if I was a little kid, you're supposed to believe all the adults, you know. I was gullible.
Yeah. So today's Ash Wednesday. What do you think about that, Nikki?
I had conies tonight, so that's what great Catholic I am.
So you didn't go get the ashes on your head, I take it.
No, I forgot. I forgot it was Ash Wednesday. My dad calls me, well, did you go to church? Nope, I forgot, Dad. Sorry.
I'm Catholic, but I don't go to church really very much anymore.
I went and had conies instead. Got some good meat.
Oh boy.
I'm full of meat today. Sorry, developmentally disabled. I'm sorry, Jen. The R word hasn't been used since the 70s.
True.
That is true.
Well, Nikki, at least you didn't talk about how they get buried. So.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm a Catholic in a Mormon land. I bet you have a hard time finding a church. Jen, if you knew me, sometimes I say things, I really don't mean them hurtful. I am the least prejudicial person and least hurtful kind of person. And if I offend anybody, I feel really, really bad. And I'm sorry if I did. But anyways. Nikki, give us a trivia question. Well, yeah.
How do we do that while Valerie's steaming? We could play trivia here. How about Sister Wives?
There you go.
Oh my God. Yeah, Sister Wives. Well, now I got sucked into the show after Sister Wives, which is called Seeking Sister Wives.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like something I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I can't stop myself from watching it. So the guy goes, I'm like, oh, this will be good. He takes one of his wives on a date to go horseback riding, which, okay, I have horses. So I'm like, oh, this should be good. Like, so of course they can't ride or whatever. And he has some back problems or whatever. So then they're eating a picnic after the horseback riding. He's like all whining. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. I just got to lay on the ground. My back hurts. Ugh. I'm like, oh my God. If I was married to this guy, I would be like, you are embarrassing me so much right now. So he's rolling around on the ground while she's like rubbing his back and stuff. And like farm dogs, because of course when they have horse farms, you'll have dogs running around. They're all like running around him and stuff while he's laying around like this big beached whale complaining about his back. I'm like, oh my God. No offense to anybody that has a back problem. But if you do, just do it in the privacy of your own home. Don't do it on TV or in a public place like that. Anyway, it reminded me of Jim's brother one time though, because we went and picked up a snowmobile and we're all carrying it over to the truck. And I'm one of the people, and I don't know what he did. He fell over. He twisted his ankle or his knee or whatever. And he's laying around the ground, like holding his joint, you know, oh, nobody stopped to make sure I was okay. And Jim's like, what do you want me to do? Sit here and hug you? That reminded me of that.
Yeah, Tar, if you're looking for sympathy, Tar is the wrong person to talk to. Rub some dirt on it.
I give you sympathy if you're really hurt, but I mean, if you're just whining, like rolling around for no reason, then you just need to go away. I mean, if you were really hurt, I'd be like, oh my God, you're really hurt, you know?
We asked me that one time if I was okay.
Yeah.
And then he'd just yell at you. Of course I'm freaking hurt.
Then he yelled. He swore at me.
No, I asked you a simple question.
Yeah.
How the F would I?
That's what he said. I mean, I'm standing. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe he's still standing. He didn't knock his I expect him to be spitting teeth or knocked out cold or whatever. So what's your first reaction? I'm like, oh my god, are you okay? Oh, he looks at me. How the F would I know? I'm like,
because my face is numb and I can't see it.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's bleeding, but I can't see it.
Sorry for having concern.
I'm not ready to answer questions yet. I need to absorb what just happened. I'll be taking questions at a later date.
Yeah.
My dad one time, he was giving me crap about not going to church like I should, and because sometimes I don't. And
I haven't gone to church for 5 years. Okay.
My dad is like a very strict Catholic.
Yeah, sometimes we don't either.
Anyways, he asked. I called him up one day. I says, "Hey, Dad," I said, "I got 100 out of 100 on the Catholic test on Facebook." I said, "You don't have to worry about me." He's like, "Oh yeah, that."
Oh God.
You're gonna be safe for sure now. I got all the answers right.
I thought you were gonna tell me on Catholic trivia you won.
There was a bunch of questions about being a good Catholic, and I got them all right.
Oh,
thanks, Violet Lemon.
I want a vacation and a barbecue grill. Oh man.
That's what he said, Jen. That's reliable. That was what he said. That's reliable.
Man, okay, so Ash Wednesday, they burn the palms from the year before.
From Palm Sunday.
From Palm Sunday, and those are the ashes for Ash Wednesday. But so Palm Sunday, when you leave the church, you bring home those blessed palms with you. And my grandma would have them because she had a lot of religious pictures and stuff, because she was a very staunch old Polish Catholic woman. So she'd have those palms would be behind religious pictures or crucifixes. So we'd be sitting at home when I was a little kid, and we'd have a bad storm or whatever. And she goes, "Well, this is a bad storm. That's it. I'm gonna light some palms to keep us safe." And she'd sit and burn those palms on our kitchen stove to keep us safe during storms. Did you have anything? Did your family do that, Nikki, or just mine?
No.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I gotta say, we used to tie them into crosses. We'd make crosses out of them. And sometimes put them above your, above your headboard.
Oh, these would be just a straight palm leaf. She'd dry them. They just when she brought them home, they'd go behind a religious picture or crucifix or whatever. And then, because I remember one time we hit really close. And it made we had this fluorescent light in our kitchen. It made the fluorescent light change color. And it was just me and my grandma home. And I'm like, whoa, did you see that? I was a little girl. She's like, that's it. I'm burning some palms.
Well, that's what you do. Yeah, I do that. I misunderstood what you said. You do that. You put it behind the crucifix.
Yeah, but did you burn palms? Did you burn them?
No, the church does.
No, well, my grandmother would burn her.
My grandmother would do it. Oh, God.
Storms and stuff.
No.
Yeah, we never did either, Nikki.
Yeah, we would make crosses out of them too sometimes. Yep. We either go sit behind the crucifix or behind the picture of the Last Supper, but usually a crucifix.
Our house was filled with those very old-timey Catholic religious pictures, where they'll have Jesus's face when he's in agony because he has the crown of thorns on and stuff. It was these very Gothic kind of religious pictures all over my grandmother's house. It was kind of, sometimes they were a little spooky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it'd be they're depictions of Jesus in horrible pain at the crucifixion and stuff.
Right. Right. That would be kind of scary for a little girl, to see that.
Well, that's what the Stations of the Cross are. Jen said your grandma's special. She had a direct tie to God there.
She was a very religious. She was an old-time Catholic religious. She wore scapulars. Remember, I don't even think they really have those anymore. She pinned like scapulars on her, like under not a bra, but like let's say a camisole or whatever. She'd wear like those scapulars for necklaces and all those like religious medals and stuff like that. She was very old timey Catholic.
Jay Thrift and Flip says I was an altar girl when girls didn't do that role, at least in our diocese. Yeah, they didn't have enough boys to do it.
The Catholic church I went to school at, they were already well, this would have been like 1980, so they were a little more progressive where the girls could be altar boys too and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We didn't even have to wear because you'd have student mass. We didn't even have to wear the white robes anymore. You had to dress nice, but we usually at student mass, you'd wear your uniform. But if you got to do Sunday mass, you just had to dress nice. You didn't have to wear like that white altar boy robe.
Yeah, we could have girls as altar kids, but no jokes, please. Wait, since I was an altar boy, no jokes, please. I know I've been sitting here trying not to make jokes already, but anyways.
Please, Nikki, don't make any jokes.
I already offended the Jewish people, the mentally disabled, and now I'm going to go for the Catholics.
Yeah. Well, you can make
okay.
Catholics because you are.
Yeah. I was just going to say it's okay because I'm Catholic.
Hey, why is Michelle? She popped in here and now she's in the chat. What the heck?
She, I don't know. I know she was on a date with her son.
Oh.
She was having dinner with her son.
I saw her picture in this hangout when we were talking to him, and now she's in the chat.
Oh.
Anyway.
I'm Italian too, so I could tell some Italian stuff too.
There you go. There's a whole other group we can.
We don't want to tick those guys off though. They break kneecaps and set bombs.
Jim's mom's half Italian.
Sicilian.
Oh, Sicilian on top of it.
Oh boy, that's even worse. That's like voluntarily offending people. No, I wouldn't. I would never want to hurt somebody's feelings. I remember one time when I went to this one church. It was like a non-denominational church. And I started going to the youth group because there was a guy I liked there.
Oh, so you're switching religion to go date that guy. Wasn't that nice? I'm glad you could fall away from your faith to go date that guy.
No, it was when I was a teenager. My friend was a member of that church.
Oh my
God. She offered me to come with her to the youth group, and they met like every Wednesday night or whatever, and everybody was welcome. And my dad said, "Yeah, you can go as long as you remember that you're Catholic." Well, anyways. The first time I went there, they said, "Well, we have a new person." And they said, "Nikki, you want to introduce yourself and tell us what church you're from and what religion you are?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm Nikki, my last name, my maiden name." And I said, "I'm Catholic." And all of a sudden, I swear to God, I heard in the room, everybody went, "Oh," and I was like, looking around, I was like, "What?"
Did they just go horns or what?
I didn't just say I was atheist or devil worshiper or anything. I was like, what is going on? Well, apparently, there's two kinds of Catholics. There's the Roman Catholics, which I am, and then there's the other Catholics that that only worship the statue of Mary.
Eastern Orthodox?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Whereas the Roman Catholics, we acknowledge her, but we don't worship her like, geez, you know what I mean? So anyways, I mean, they were like, everybody there thought that I was just like this horrible person because they thought that we didn't believe in Jesus, that we just worship the statue of Mary. And anyways, so one of the mothers had explained it to me because I was like, whoa, what's going on, because Duluth is a very prominent Catholic community. And so, I mean, I had never been shunned because I was Catholic, Well, anyways, she explained it, and then she explained to everybody there that Catholics are not the devil. Anyways, yeah, that was my first.
I had something similar to that happen to me though. Like, and this is when I'm an adult living here. And some Jehovah's Witnesses stopped here to hand out their pamphlets and stuff like that. And they caught me outside. So they're like, "Well, do you read the Bible?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I don't sit and read the Bible, but yes, I'm familiar with the Bible. I'm a Catholic." And they're all like, "Oh, Catholic!" Like, I was like, "What?" I mean, we still believe in God and Jesus and everything. And they were like, "Oh, you're Catholic." It's kind of weird. They were taken back by it. Anyway.
Jen said she has a few videos of their concerts. If anybody likes listening to choir music. The funny thing is, she is my kid. Oh, go too fast. She's my kid that is completely not believing pretty much anything these days. My kids go to Catholic high school and there's no uniforms here. They just wear regular clothes. They just can't show their bra strap, and their skirts, if they wear skirts, have to be to their knees. Same with shorts and stuff. Well, that's kind of nice. So you don't have to go through the whole.
I had to wear a uniform when I went to Catholic school.
And Violet Lemon's still trying to get me to give him a trivia question.
Well, Nikki, I will be truthful. I had a friend that was Catholic, and she invited me to church. And my dad said no. He said that you don't practice that. You don't believe in that, so you can't go to that. And I was like, well, how do you know what I believe? I just kind of questioned him, and he didn't like that at all. So, needless to say, I didn't go.
Yeah.
I didn't go to very many other. I went to a Lutheran funeral once, and it was Wisconsin Synod, and it was a very fire and brimstone type funeral, because I was like, wow, I didn't know that they talk like this. We don't usually, even Catholics are to fire and brimstone, but this Wisconsin Synod funeral, they were very much like a little bit fire and brimstone for the funeral service. I was like, oh wow, not that it bothered me, but I was like, well, that's a little different,
Yeah. Well, so one time I took my kids. My kids wanted to go through I never took my kids to catechism and everything. So they wanted to go through the whole thing. Well, you can go through the whole thing in a quick, like 4 or 6 week class thing. Anyways, they went to this thing, and I sat in one night, and he's going through the book or whatever, and the kids are asking questions, and the guy was the deacon of the church, and the kids were all asking him these questions, and he's like, I'm really not sure about that. So then I'd answer the question, and then they'd ask another question. He's like, I'm really not sure, and then I'd answer the question. I'm like, what kind of deacon are you? Like, you don't even know the answer. These were simple questions that they were asking, and I was like, how does the deacon not know these answers? Like,
right.
So terrible. You're a terrible Catholic.
Class, Nikki.
Huh?
They should have had you teach this class.
Yeah, Dwayne says you're Catholic. Where are your horns? Yeah, exactly. Well, I had this other friend who says, oh, it must be cool to be Catholic because you guys can just do whatever you want and then confess and then you're all okay. I'm like, that is not the point of confession. I was like, it does not mean we can just go out and do whatever the hell we want.
That's what I always thought. I was like, yeah, you got a maid in the shade.
Does your church even really do like that, like confession and confessionals anymore? Because then they started doing it where we just did mass, where you didn't have to go and confess inside a confessional. They started that.
We have confessionals.
Oh, yeah, but they did that where you could opt out. You didn't have to go in the confessional. You could just partake in the mass and just think about your sins or whatever.
Oh no, we have 2 different confessionals. one confessional where your face is hidden, but I mean the priest knows who you are. And then they have the one that's face to face that you can do.
I just opt out of that and I just do the mass part. No, like, and then I gotta think of a sin to go. That was the one thing about, like, when I was in Catholic school, it's like, all right, you know, because they make you do the confession. It's like, all right, I gotta think of a sin and all that. Now, what sin is it, you know? I had impure thoughts about, you know, Bobby, or, well, I never said anything like that.
You told me, right?
No, I didn't. Or something like, I thought about cheating or something like that, or whatever.
I like when you get all done, he gives you your penance. He said, you know, if on Our Father and 3 Hail Marys or whatever. And he says, okay, you can go take your seat in the pew now, Jimmy. Okay. Exactly. Real anonymous. Thanks, Father. And they know exactly who you are.
We used to have a priest that used to tell us our sins.
What?
You didn't have to think one up.
Yeah, he would just tell us what we did wrong.
Well, because you're under pressure to perform. I mean, you're nervous. It's almost like getting up in front of a group.
Oh, yeah, you got to wait in line.
Yeah, so then here's the moment of truth. You're sitting in this weird, dark room. I don't mean like the face-to-face ones. I mean the old days when you did with the screen or whatever. He slides the thing open. It's like the lights go on. Okay, now you got to perform. You got to
name a sin.
Because I thought of the sins while I was in the pew, but now I forgot them. So I'm like I'm making stuff up. You know, I'm lying to the priest.
Which is a sin if you lie during your confession. You should just say that. Yeah, my sin is I'm lying to you about what sin I did.
And the other thing is too, because you're doing this when you're 7 years old. I mean, this ain't like you're you do it when you're older, later in Catholic school. But I mean, yeah, when you start out, it's right after First Communion. You're like 7, 8 years old. You know, a lot of pressure for a little kid.
Yeah.
Sam, that's not the way it works. He said that's always been my biggest problem with Catholicism. You can do whatever the hell you want, and once a week you say I'm sorry, and it's all washed away. That's BS.
Well, it doesn't quite work that way.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. You're not supposed to sin, but people do sin. It's natural to sin, and everybody knows that. And they're not saying it's all washed away or whatever, but they're just telling you, you know, it's more of a way of to notice your sins that you're that you know that you're doing wrong, and then go pray about it and go.
Well, because technically the rule is now this thing. I mean, but technically the rule is, yeah, if you walk out of the confessional, you drop dead of a heart attack, you're going to heaven. Yeah. However, during that week when you commit that sin, if it's going to be 3 days before you go to your confession and you get your free ticket, and you get a jail-free card, you're going to hell because you haven't gotten your, unless you can get a priest there to give you last rites, to give you your last forgiveness. Yeah, you're going to be in purgatory. You may not make the golden gates. So, I mean, if you look at it that way,
yeah.
No Catholic looks at it that way.
And there's some things with the Catholic religion that I don't believe in, you know, and that's one of them. I mean, I honestly believe if you're a true good-hearted person that normally does the right thing, but you're gonna sin. I mean, you're gonna do stuff, but I don't think that you would be turned away. But
like a baby that's not baptized is not going
exactly. Why? Exactly. Why would a baby be held accountable for their parents not doing what they should be doing?
I think the trouble with Catholicism is too, it's such an old religion.
Yeah, they haven't changed with the times.
Right. I mean, when you say with the times too, I mean, you're talking about, you know, since whenever they were formally organized, like in the year 400, you know, times have changed since the year 400.
No.
Don't have Caesars anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sam said the golden rule is the greatest thing. It is. I live by the golden rule. Always have. Dwayne earlier says, "Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 25 years since my last confession." A while.
He probably doesn't get a lot of Catholic churches out there to go to confess.
And I got for all you non-Catholics out there, I got a little secret for you. We use birth control.
Oh my gosh, you should have seen my dad when I told him I was getting myself a hysterectomy for my 30th birthday.
Oh gosh.
He was like, oh my God, yeah, he wasn't happy. But then I never did. I mean, obviously they don't just give those out, but it was actually a few years later though. I actually had to have one.
You mean they don't hand out hysterectomies like party favors?
One for you.
You get it.
You've been a good girl.
And Julie says, "Oh my God, I could not imagine telling my teenage son to sit in a box and tell all his sins."
Well, that's the thing about being a Catholic. They hook you into that stuff when you're young.
Yeah. Val, how's your picture taking going?
Good.
Good.
Good. I've got
Hi, Barb.
I got 2 more left.
Oh, Barb's here.
And then I'll have my 30.
Violet Lemon. Okay, how about that trivia, Nikki?
My dirty 30.
Your dirty 30.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of trivia question you want?
She always. I don't like playing trivia with you. You always steal my answers.
Because I always win? Is that what it is?
My answers. We'll be in a hangout.
Here we go.
Monica will be on and doing her trivia, and I'll say the answer, but I can't type it very fast, so she just goes and puts it on, and I'll be like, "God dang it!"
It's not because you told me the answer. I was in the process of typing it when you said it.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Tell somebody else that lie.
That was only one time that we were in a hangout together when we did that.
I think it was twice, but I'll let it
go. Let it go. Let it go.
Who said she was counting? That Amelia Estevez question, that was definitely me telling the answer. And then there was another one, but I had to try to figure out how to spell it. And then you went and put it in. Ow, stop pulling it back.
When I was a kid, I loved Amelia Estevez.
Get going.
He was about third in line after Patrick Swayze. But I loved Amelia Estevez.
Hi, Patrick Swayze.
Okay. Go to bed. You have to go to bed. It's your cycling club tomorrow. Otherwise, you can't get up.
Come on.
Yeah, Jen, going on Grumpy, she has a live show every week, I think. And they go and they look at stuff that they bought.
Saturday. No, Sunday. I know it's one of those weekend days.
Karen's at the beach this night, Brandon. What was the first thing ever sold on eBay? Wasn't it Pez dispensers?
I think you're right. I think you're right on that one.
And Tara didn't even tell me first.
Well, okay. You got me on that one.
What do you call...
When you read the question and answer it yourself, I mean, it's not like it's really open for many other people's input. Yeah, if you read the question and answer it yourself, it isn't like you posed the question and then took a pause so people can answer.
Nikki, wait, and I'll do the host. And then you can answer the question. No, I appreciate you guys taking over the chat for me.
The reason why I say Pez dispensers, it was an ink pen. A broken laser pointer.
Oh, wow.
The reason why I said a Pez dispenser was because that's how eBay was started. It was a Pez dispenser collector that wanted to sell his Pez dispensers.
Oh. I didn't know that.
That's why I thought it was. Which Japanese company manufactured the final video cassette recorder on July 22nd, 2016?
Casio.
I don't know. Violet Lemon said Sony.
Oh.
I don't know.
What's the answer?
I don't know.
What was the last VC?
Did you see a lot of newer scenes?
Oh, here's the question again. What was your first thing sold on eBay?
I
Mine was a pair of kayak hoagies.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Won't let you check anymore because it erases that your feedback's there, but the item is erased, so you can't check what it is.
You don't remember your first item you sold on eBay?
No.
I sold a pair of Danskos.
Mine was either a Star Wars audio book or a vibrator. I can't remember. It was one or the other.
No, I mean, no, because there was just so much stuff I can't remember. I mean, I can remember streaks. Like in the beginning, we were selling a lot of snowmobile. Well, a lot of snowmobile stuff. I don't remember. Yeah, it's too much stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we have to look at the feedback I recommend it.
Yeah, but how many pages of feedback do we have?
Hey, go back all over the.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that.
When I started selling, the only requirement you needed was 10 feedback, positive feedback.
Really?
I don't think we got any when I started.
Yeah, actually, the account we're selling on, he started it with his first wife. But they weren't selling, they were just buying.
Well, in 2000, February 18th of 2000. I was 18 years old. It's an 18-year-old. My account's old enough to know.
I saw some college students in one of my classes that were selling, but I didn't get what they were saying when I first heard them talking about it. It's like a foreign language.
It sounded foolish to me. I'm like, what? What are you talking? Buy and sell this junk online? It sounds silly to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I found out you could buy like you could buy tractor parts, you could buy car parts, you could buy gun parts. I had all these projects laying around that I wasn't able to finish because I couldn't obtain the parts for it. Motorcycle parts. I'm like, oh my god. Well, then I was all over it. I was like, oh yeah, eBay's the greatest place bread.
Oh my goodness.
Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with me.
So the question, do you remember what eBay was originally called? Wasn't it called eBay?
I don't know.
I was just very fast shipping rate.
I only remember it. Wasn't it? I can't remember now. I forget. I've only been on it since it was eBay, though.
It wasn't whatever it was very long, if it was anything. I don't think. Auction Web.
Mm.
Is that what it was really called?
That's what J Thrifts and Flips put up.
Yeah,
Auction Web products.
Jen said she's going to be live tomorrow about 10:30 with another YouTube's at 10:30 Eastern. Okay.
Yeah, she does.
Night, Jen. Thanks for coming in.
Actually, every morning she does like a coffee show where she hangs out.
Yeah, she does that too. Yeah. Wild Wild West. Yeah, it was the Wild Wild West when eBay started.
Yeah, and you paid everybody, and they paid you with postal money orders.
Yep.
And some people requested personal checks. You know, they say don't bother with a money order, give me a check. And then you have to wait for the check to clear. There was no pictures. Very few listings had photographs.
Yep. Yeah, I took checks.
So you just had to kind of hope for the best when you got your item.
God, this happened though. Like 2 years ago, we sold a pontoon boat, and the guy sent us the cash in the mail.
$400.
What?
Wow.
In $100 bills, threw it in an envelope. The remainder he owed on the boat, threw the $400 in an envelope and sent it to us. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
You would have been shit up a creek if that didn't make it, huh?
That's trustworthy.
No signature, no tracking, nothing. First class stamp. I could have said, yeah, what $400, buddy? You know, I mean, I did, and I immediately told him it was.
Violet Lemon said, okay, here's a question. What was the highest priced item you personally have ever sold on eBay? $20,000.
Wow.
Woohoo.
Did I buy that equipment for Kevin, or did I sell it?
You bought it.
Okay, so that wasn't a sale.
I'd say like something we bought that we sold, probably the tin cap, which was $2,600. I paid $50 for it.
Yeah, even
well, that was a really good day because I bought a couple things. I bought that and that Harley Davidson engine at the same exact space.
Oh, you paid $25 for that.
So I paid $25 for the tin. I think I paid $50 for both.
I paid $50 for the pair because
Yeah.
he asked me for $25. I said, you know what, they're worth $50.
Yeah, we sold the tin cap
I had no idea what they were
for $2,600, and we sold the Harley engine for $1,500 off of that $50 investment.
Wow. I don't think I've ever had a sale. Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, and I'm not going to count cars in because we sold like a car on.
Yeah, but the car wasn't that much.
Yeah,
the car was as much as the tin.
No.
That's why I never sold cars on eBay.
Even that gold coin of your mom's wasn't as much as the tin cap. I think that was $1,800 or $1,900.
I think it was 18. Because gold was down.
Than it is now.
Gold was down and gasoline was up. That's why we had trouble making that trade.
Wow, kids deals and more. $850 for a Cabbage Patch doll.
Wow.
How long ago, Jim? When did we sell the tin cap? 2 years ago?
No,
3 years?
I'd say more like 4.
Is it that long
At least
already?
4, yeah. It was when I first started selling off all the snowmobiles.
Well, we held that one back though towards the end. Yeah, we sold a lot before that because we were selling off. We decided we wanted to move somewhere warmer, and we're selling all the snowmobiles off. And oh my God, we had snowmobile collectors crawling through the woodworks trying to get their hands on that stupid tin cap, taking parts off it and stuff. So then we just ended up selling it.
Dwayne's was $2,400 for a spectrum analyzer. What is that? What's a spectrum analyzer? Is that a ghost hunter machine?
Husqvarna, like a chainsaw or a motorcycle, Sam Dallas?
Oh. That's cool.
It's gotta be like a motorcycle one.
It's some kind of test equipment. Huh.
I found a Buku jacket at the thrift store and I paid $8 for it and I sold it for $800.
Wow.
And that by itself is probably 90% why we don't best stuff. Why we always go to try an auction. Just in case.
Just in case.
Because we thought if somebody offered us $400 and we almost took it. We're like, Tara's like, well, I saw comps went for more, so we let it go. We didn't think it was worth that much. I think it went $800. You never know what's going to happen in an auction.
Yeah.
Pick with Joy sold a Rocky 5 Santa Pauli 1 of 700 employee edition figure for $800. Wow.
Wow.
Violet Lemon sold a $900 Sansui.
Sansui. Nice. That is amazing. Yeah, anything.
I had on one of my videos this thing me and Jim are talking about. He bought it at Goodwill. This was this summer. It's this thing called the Light-O-Lear. It's like it's one of these like 70s light sculptures that change color. It's like a stupid looking box, and I knew it had value, but I put off listing it because I was like, well, it's probably like $100. We sold that thing at Christmas, and I think we got like $497 for it, and he paid like $6 for it at Goodwill.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, she was one of those employees. Cool. Sam Dallas, nope. Husqvarna was a Swedish cast iron stove maker from the 1800s. I got a rare wall hanging from that era.
I did not know that it was a stove maker.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that either.
I know they make chainsaws, and I know they make motorcycles, and they make sewing machines too.
Yep.
One of the multicolor stuff.
Learn something new every day.
Oh, dude, that's cool. Are those sales doable today?
What's
With those items?
With those
Yeah.
items.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Items, sure.
Yeah, if you can find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will, if you keep putting yourself in the position to find those things, like going out every day, you know, going to garage sales, going to estate sales, going to thrift stores, going to auctions, you're going to find that stuff. I don't want to say by accident, but you're going to find that stuff, and your mental ability, I mean, your body of knowledge is going to increase every time you go out.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how many things have you, me and Tara, how many things have you walked by who could have made thousands of dollars? I'll bet you tons of stuff. We just didn't know any better and left it sit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but as you do it longer, you're gonna let less and less of that go.
Yeah.
slip
You
through
have
your
more
fingers.
product knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think when you do this kind of stuff where you watch other videos or talk to other people, like Valerie with her $70 swimsuit, I can tell you this: if I see that brand on a swimsuit rack in a thrift store, you damn right I'm gonna pull it down. You know what I mean?
Right.
'Cause you're
Definitely.
walking back- To me, like it's if I saw $70 blowing down the sidewalk when I bend over and pick it up, hell yeah. So
Yeah.
if I saw something, if I learned, it's like I said that about the Burberry trench coat. I bought it at the thrift store for like $2. I sold it for $100. I don't really know that stuff, and I don't see that kind of stuff very often. But that was something I picked off of like a Heart radio because he's always talking about Burberry. One day I saw the tag. I'm like, hey, wait, I've heard about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Task completed.
Nice.
Good. Good job.
Yeah.
She has to list 8 more things. Do her 30-day, 30 item challenge for today.
Did your challenger also meet the requirement?
Yes, she did.
All right.
She
Good.
Well, you-
met it before I did, but we still did it.
At least you still did it. That's amazing.
Yay.
Well, you'll both win when the stuff sells. You'll win again.
Yep.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I think I sold like 3 or 4 things that I had on Nikki's listed or ditch it show because they were sitting here. So I'm like, I gotta get this stuff listed because it's sitting here in my way. So
Yeah.
I just made sure I listed it right away. And I think I knocked off 3 or 4 of the items.
Nice.
Well, I haven't listed the dishes yet. They're actually over by the photo table. Like,
At least you sold some. That was nice.
and that was Jim not letting me sell that thing that was the go-go dancer. Not like that was one of them.
Yeah, that was not going to happen.
Just to cause a fight with you.
It's zero.
That was funny. His sister was like, I want to come in here and see how much stuff of Jim's Jim's stuff can be sold.
Yeah.
Jim was like, nope.
Selling Jim stuff is a constant negotiation.
All this,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff on there. Not go-go dancers.
Oh gosh. Summer says, I don't think you saw my last comment. Now get ready and we will do it all again tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Oh. Find boxes here for.
Yeah, I think I might change the time frame, but yeah, I'm ready to do it again tomorrow. So,
What was the question that we missed?
That ready to list 30 again tomorrow.
Oh. All right.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember. Do you remember how much I got for that? You know that fish. The fish.
Wasn't it like 100, 110 or something, or 120?
Something like that, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the most I've ever made on an item, though. I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever sold anything for 200.
Yeah, that was like 120 or something around in there.
Yeah.
I think our average sale price fluctuates between $20 and $25 an item.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's everything we've done. I mean, the foundation of our business has been stuff that's under $30.
Yeah.
I mean, you all remember all your home runs, you know, but it is
Yeah.
a lot of all the regular stuff. That's what you do your
That's what
business
pays the
with.
bills.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun to have like the huge home runs, but
Well, yeah. Nice to have the stories and the memories.
you know,
And then you're like, damn, I wish I had more of those.
Yeah, my those overalls, they only brought. I sold them and then they sent them back. They got a refund. I sold them again and I took an offer for $40. So I didn't make too much on those. I still made money, but you know,
Are
it
those free people ones or whatever you were
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah.
oh,
Mother's Musta. I used to sell a lot of John Lennon and Emo Name nursery sets. Carter's made them. There was a big demand for them 8 to 12 years ago. Made a small fortune, nothing over $250, but I would sell 1 to 4 sets. That's awesome. A day.
Oh. Oh.
And the baby clothes that matched. Wow. Crazy. Craziness. Yeah. Well, I was hoping Sally would be awake.
is she working today? No.
No. It's her
Nice
last night.
Mm.
Her last night off. Oh.
got so quiet.
Yeah, it did.
Mhm.
I have the sweater to finish listing, but I have to go get my tablet in the other room. I don't want to get up, but I think I'm going to have to. But everybody had good sales today? Valentine's
No, not really.
sale-a-rama?
All right.
No.
It wasn't as good as I'd like it to be.
No.
We just spent a lot of money, so that has nothing to do with it.
Why?
You spent it, didn't you?
I want more.
I saw
Tara,
that.
did you get something nice for Valentine's Day?
Oh.
A load of
Oh.
Oh, yeah, we went and got a load of hay for the horses.
Oh, wow. That says love right there.
No, he doesn't give flowers or that. He used to give flowers to his first wife, but that didn't work out too good, so he doesn't hand out flowers anymore.
You could like chocolate or something. He could give you a gift.
I haven't eaten chocolate all week. You've been picking up chocolate.
We've been eating a lot of chocolate lately. I've been buying all this like clearance chocolate at Shopko and stuff, so we'll put chocolate out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I went and showed what a bad Catholic I was and ate conies.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to hell.
On a coney.
Conies are worth it.
Some conies are worth it. Not all of them.
These ones were.
Nice.
No, I don't think you don't have to do anything different. It's something that's going up on it just says it can ship in the U.S. It just says what are they?
No, there's no items.
Oh, is it prohibited? But I mean, if it went through, I mean, just print it up like a normal label.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
What?
Michelle M says, I have a weird address. What do you guys think? Box 771 APO AE 0975. That's military, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, APO means military.
But you don't have to do anything special with that, do you?
I don't.
You just put it, just do regular.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
There are some prohibited items. I mean, unless it's something really harmless, but like anything, no porn. Well, not that it would be, but I mean, no pornography.
Right.
There's a few tobacco. I think there's a few prohibited things that you can't mail.
I thought I heard it all goes to like California, and then they compile it based on the APO addresses, and then they wait till they get enough packages, which I don't think they generally have to wait very long. But I've heard it all get sent to those special APO packages, and the one that the Party Mail with has the military VAPO stuff. It all goes to California and then it's distributed from there.
Yeah. Yeah, J Thrift and Flip says I've had a military base sale, and depending on where it goes, I've had to complete the customs form. Yeah, sometimes you do have to. I think you have to sign it. I think you have to sign it and date it or something to that effect.
Huh.
And if there's multiple copies, they have the sleeves that you can put it in.
Yeah, but I print ours from the thing.
Yeah, ours just prints regular on regular paper. You don't have to put it in a sleeve or anything.
Right. Well, with some of those custom forms, that there's multiple copies, you have to do the sleeve. But that might be an old style. They might have install that to just one piece of paper.
We used to get that when we did our own international first class shipping, where you have
right.
Thing. But on the military base one, I'm pretty sure that just printed like a regular label.
Yeah.
It didn't have like that custom thing where you got to sign it or whatever.
No, we have to sign it.
On the military one, it did.
Oh.
And I think too, it's treated like the U.S. property, U.S. land.
Yeah.
So it's just like U.S. postage
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah, you don't have to pay extra for postage.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you don't even know where it's going. It'll just say APO. I think it's
Oh, yeah.
going to Europe, but that's
Yeah.
I think that's confidential.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because they know where that person is, but you don't.
Yeah.
No.
That makes sense.
For those kinds of reasons.
Well, I hope that helped. I think Kayla, was it Kayla? No, it was Hazel Heart's Vintage in there.
Oh yeah, I think
Welcome.
she goes on Mighty Mushroom Show, I think.
Welcome to the show. We're just doing a little hangout.
Hi, Kayla. I watch Mighty Mushroom.
I like the door.
They're the ones I was talking about. Was it this morning when I said, God, those guys stay up late. How do they get up in the morning? Well, I'm always up listening to them till the end. And then I was thinking, wait a minute, they're on the West Coast. They're not up late.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I knew that for some reason. I knew that and I still said it. So go
What?
figure. That she's Kayla and Hazel is her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. But that's
You knew
okay.
that.
Oh.
That's okay. I've got another day of heavy listing tomorrow. We're gonna do it all over again.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
I don't know if I can find enough inventory though.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you got enough there. It's just like me. I never have enough inventory, right?
I can drop some off with you, Valerie, if you need some more. I'll help you out.
I'm the person with 3 storage shed fulls and a garage full, but I don't have enough to list. I think I need to go get some more stuff.
So what are your plans? Are you going to do it again soon, or are you going to wait till next week?
I don't know. It depends what I get done.
Gotcha.
And my husband, he's like, so you got one up to start tonight? I was like, no. He goes, well, aren't you going to start one right after one ends? Ain't that the point? I was like, well, no. Not this week, at least.
Tell him you're taking turns. He's got to set up the next one.
Yeah. There you go.
Sweating out the flu.
Yeah, Eric's sick. Him and his boy are sick.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Eric Dominic or what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Yuck.
Walgreens Mucinex and Walgreens Theraflu.
Yeah.
Two good combo options.
Those were your saviors, huh?
Yeah. And then I gave him to Modesto, and he was pretty much, I don't know, more on the up and up after a couple of days, but he slept for 2 days. So, the combination. Then I gave him expired Dayquil. That really brought him back to life.
Yeah.
Mother's mustache says she's not getting any notifications. None. So maybe unsubscribe and then resubscribe. I don't know if that will help. And then hit the ding-a-ling and see if that does anything.
I lost my damn scissors.
And a humidifier, Eric, if you don't have one going now. That will help too. Add some moisture back into the lungs.
Yeah.
But I never have had a flu shot. My friend had a flu shot and he didn't have the weeks of sickness that I did. He just had like a long weekend. So maybe if you've had a flu shot, that may help minimize the symptoms.
Yeah. Have you guys not been hearing me this whole time?
Yeah, we heard you.
The whole time.
Well, now we do.
What are you saying?
You talking muted?
What'd you say?
Well, I don't know. I was saying all kinds of stuff.
No,
I heard you. I
Michelle
heard you,
was-
Nikki.
Okay. I just want
Sorry.
to make sure there wasn't something going wrong with my phone. No, it's fine. I just want to make sure my headphones were still working. Because I'm moving around.
Hey, is this thing on? I'm saying some important stuff here.
You know, everything that I have to say is very important, you know.
Nobody's reacting to it.
Exactly.
It didn't make sense to me. Because, you know, when I talk, everyone listens.
Yep. She's like, what was that? Twitter or whatever, that investment thing when
EF
Yeah,
button.
when EF Button talks, everyone listens.
Everybody listens. They're like, what dumbass thing is she going to say next?
What group is she gonna have to apologize to now?
Boy, is this shitty eBay tape.
Oh, sorry, eBay, for the.
I have never had bad eBay tape, and this box of eBay tape is terrible.
Yes, we are trying to see who Nikki offends next.
And I'm like the least. I am like the one person that would never try to offend somebody, but sometimes I always do.
And sometimes we want it to be us. Like Don Rickles. You want to be insulted by him. You want to be insulted by Nikki.
Oh, this stuff is pretty. It's better color.
So, Summer, I think, I don't know. Do we have a time limit? Is it like a race or just the 30, no matter what, no matter how you get them done?
Just get it done.
Yeah, get her done.
Oh, this is a heavy box, Karen. Holy crap. I couldn't fit it. I couldn't fit it in a large flat rate. I was hoping to fit it in a flat rate box so it would be cheaper.
You are no Archie Bunker, Nikki.
No, I'm not Archie Bunker.
Okay.
Definitely
Michelle?
not Archie Bunker.
Oh no, that would make Gary Edith.
Michelle said, FYI, when I printed my label just now, it did make me fill out a customs form. So, yeah, just, you know, they usually give you numbered instruction on how to do that. So,
yeah,
sometimes you do have to do that. They may be overseas, and, you know, that may be. Why are you laughing?
It's been so long because the last time I did that radio that I just sold to Mexico, and I had to do, because I always do the GSP program, and it's been so long since I've done an international shipment myself. I actually had to go to the post office and say, here, what do I do? I was just thinking of my experience.
They'll also give you at the post office a few of those plastic sleeves, but you can order them on the USPS website. Not that any of us need, you know, a tall stack of them, but they are handy to have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just sitting here. There's stuff around me I could list, but I'm just like hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
I had a ground beef kebab at the Middle Eastern restaurant. My son likes ethnic food.
Oh.
It's okay. But I like divey diner food.
Yeah. Greasy spoons.
Yeah. But when your son invites, you just go.
Yep.
And say, wherever you want, honey.
Did he pay too?
We went halfers.
Oh.
It was delicious. We were the only people in the restaurant. And we got to sit and have a really nice chat, you know, mother-son chat. And it was just every once in a while. Now that he's older, maybe once every 3 or 4 months we'll get together and just talk.
Nice.
Good.
He's got a lot of good things really going. I'm not supposed to talk about him, or I would just blab like proud mom.
Oh, you tell you you're not supposed to talk about him?
Yeah, not him, but okay, but you and everyone in the chat don't say anything.
Okay.
So, so he applied at the CIA and he got picked. They flew him out and interviewed him and then sent him home and sent him a thank you but no thank you letter. So he was just generically, I guess they have active recruiting at UNM when he goes to school, to the master's program. And he walked up and was asking, because you're supposed to wait a year before you apply again.
Oh.
He said, well, this is my situation. When can I apply? Is it from when I received the letter or when I first applied? And they didn't know. But there was somebody there around the table that said, come talk to me over here, and started talking to him about other operations that the CIA does and asked if he would be interested. So
is he like a cop or something or what?
He is in the Guard as military intelligence.
Oh.
So to put it in perspective for us girls that don't really know how all that stuff works, all these units, these Guard units, they have basically a scout or a couple of scouts, and these scouts are military intelligence. They do a lot of planning and strategizing, and they work with the commanders and work with the unit people, and so it's quite a very interesting job.
So maybe you're not supposed to talk about it.
So, the scout part, the Guard I can talk about. The other part I'm not really. I'm not going into detail either. He didn't give me very much detail, but there could be a potential that he goes overseas forever.
But this means you'll have to make trips wherever he goes.
He says I can't go, but whatever. I'll go. I don't care. And so I said, it's just what you're telling me is you're going somewhere else.
Hey.
I'm not really ready for that. Isn't there something you could do in the United States? He said, yes, Mom, but it's not maybe the choice. Yeah, I might not have that choice.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm still his mom,
Sure.
Yep.
But as a second lieutenant, he is now a commander, newly established commander. I don't think the commander, but a commander of sorts at the National Guard unit in Roswell.
Oh, wow.
Which is about 4 hours away. So his a week in a month, 2 weeks a year thing is now going to be based in Roswell, where he's a commander. He's going to be one of the leaders. So I'm crazy proud. So I'm glad we got to have dinner, and it was just he and I.
So does he know all the secrets of the aliens and stuff?
He might before it's over. What you want to know? I don't know. Do you know the secret of the aliens in Roswell? There was a retired.
Oh, is he there with you?
No.
Oh.
In Roswell, there's the museums and stuff, and like you see the rubber alien. I don't think they're supposed to see it's rubber. I think it's rubber. Alien on the table where they're like faking the autopsy.
Yeah.
There was a retired PIO, public information officer, who decided Roswell and the military there needed some pizzazz, and so they came up with this alien story and started marketing it. That's why they have aliens in Roswell. Because somebody 60 years ago had an idea. So hopefully I'm not bursting anybody's bubbles. I'm sure there's alien life out there, but the thing they have in Roswell is not from somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it's a cute town. It's a nice place to visit, and they have races, like duck races, and just different fun things to do on the weekends. It's a nice place. But
yeah, I've been to Roswell, but I
don't know if I'd want to live there.
Yeah.
It's still a little small town, but they do have street lights and
Ouch.
It has a little bit of everything. It's an okay sized town. bigger than Valerie's town of 150.
Yeah.
They probably have 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 10,000 people in Roswell. So it's, but they have military installation and they have a big bus manufacturer. Yeah, they have quite a few things happening in Roswell. But for 2 days a month, he's going to be driving 8 hours to go out there, which I'm not that thrilled about. It's not a bad drive, but you know. They also have Vadar here. Have any of y'all heard of Vadar?
No.
So you guys live pretty rural in the middle of nowhere like we have here. There's not a bunch of high mountains and trees and other stuff, but the police can ping out and find a car and find out how fast it's traveling. So if you're in the middle of nowhere and you're cruising at 100, they just sit at the overpass and wait for you to come up, and then they can bust you right then. But they already knew you were speeding some miles back. And it's called Vadar. So, just FYI.
Good to know.
When you're speeding out there in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I was whispering about my son as I was yelling at the computer. I'm just thrilled, but as a mom, I don't want him going to third world countries and weird other places. But he's his own guy. So. And he has red hair, so I always call him. It's not Bozo the Clown Red; it's a dark auburn.
Yeah, it's definitely auburn. Yeah.
Yeah, and I keep telling him, "Well, you're just a light bright, so everybody's going to know where you are. Wherever you are." He spent a year in Egypt, and I really was kind of worried. But
yeah,
he said nobody bothered him. I don't know. We moms get to worry like nobody else.
Yeah.
And when he talks about it, he's just thrilled. So I didn't want to rain on his parade and be all motherly.
I am going to take these dogs outside.
Me too.
Okay.
Everybody take 5.
I'll be back.
I'll hold the fort down.
I'll be back.
Take your pit stop, refresh your drinks, tip your waitresses, all that good stuff.
I'll hold the fort down while you're gone. Me and Tara will.
Oh, yeah.
Is that safe?
No.
Jim will keep us in line.
Oh, God. Okay.
Jim went with, he's reading for it in a book.
Oh. Right about now, I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell were you thinking about auctioning all that stuff off? No.
So what are you going to do? Run them once a week?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe twice a week, but I don't know. Once a week would be okay too. It just depends, I guess. Well, Sally and somebody else, I thought it was Bridget or somebody, was in the chat earlier, and they had showed interest in doing it also.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe, and they wanted to know if I would open it up to everybody, and I said, oh, I don't care,
Oh, so you could let somebody else run like their own auction just using your Facebook site.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what I was thinking. All right, that's a bigger box. Trying to find the cheapest way to ship this stuff for people, so that they can get the cheapest rate possible.
We could have shipped mine media, but I think because of the telephone book, they'd probably get poopy about it.
Yeah.
Because it's tapes and film. And I'm pretty sure film can go media mail too.
Yeah, because it's all that book is all advertisements.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. I don't think that. Be nice if I could cram everybody's stuff in a flat rate envelope. Well, I put the weights in the video, so I was hoping that people could kind of like figure out, about how much it would cost for shipping, so they're not surprised.
Yeah.
But I'd hate for somebody to be upset, But I think we're all sellers. I mean, we all kind of know approximately how much stuff costs,
Yeah.
We have an idea, so I don't think too many people will be too surprised.
I don't.
Did you go thrifting today when you went and got hay, or?
No, I went straight there and came straight back.
Yeah.
There's not really any thrift. I go up to the UP in Michigan to get hay. There's really, where I go, there isn't really any thrift stores in Muffled. I mean, I go north of the city I live in, and I mean, you have a few small towns on our way up there, but I mean, they're just very small. I mean, they're like super microscopic. They just don't have thrift stores.
Yeah.
I go at Watersmeet is where the casino is, so I didn't have time to go there, and I don't really go to the casino anyway. But there's nothing in that town other than a couple little things in the casino, and then you have Falling, which is a gas station with an ice cream store by Bond Falls, and then you have this place I go to is called Bruce's Crossing, and there's nothing in that town either. I mean, they're these very small Upper Peninsula towns that just don't have anything.
Yeah.
I think there's this town we go to get hay. It's called Bruce's Crossing, and I always want to get the guy's picture, and I didn't. And I think the cops might have made him stop doing it. But he was running his own taxi service in this town up there, and his taxi service was a lawn tractor, and then he was pulling like a garden trailer behind it. You know what I mean?
Geez.
And he's driving up and down the side of the road, like taking people to the grocery store or whatever. And then he started making enough money. He had like signs hanging on the side of his tractor, advertising. It was
real classy.
Yeah. It was a Uber system or something. Yeah, you'd have like him driving this, Murray lawnmower with no mower deck on it, and then he'd have like some old guy in his garden cart with grocery bags, and they'd be going down the side of the highway, on the gravel. I think the
God,
probably. Anyway, like only in the UP would you see this.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, sometimes that Upper Peninsula, I mean, no offense, it is a little bit like a different world up there.
Yeah. Some of the people are a little weird.
Yeah.
No offense.
No offense. We were up there. I was up there with some friends, and we were going to stop and get a sandwich at a bar. And I'm not kidding you. We walked in the bar, and it's like they knew we were from out of town. It was like one of those scenes in a movie where like the jukebox quits playing, and everybody in the bar turns and looks at you. I'm like, oh, this.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, real comfortable.
Yeah. There's some really cool stuff to see in the UP. You know, there's like really cool stuff to go see. They have lots of waterfalls. You know, you have like the stuff up on the interior. There's some really cool stuff. And then there's some really weird rural areas that are
You make me tired.
I know, I'm going to get ready to go.
That was nice that Jen came in.
Yeah.
Huh?
I see her. I've seen her in this show before on different occasions too, where she pops in.
Oh, have you? Oh.
No. I saw her somewhere else too, and I can't remember.
Oh.
Sometimes I watch her morning show a little bit.
Yeah.
But it conflicts with Valerie's, you know, or sometimes I might watch a little bit of it on the replay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to try to support the people, but sometimes it gets a little overwhelming too. I mean,
yeah,
you can only watch so much in a day too. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I leave stuff running or whatever and listen to it, but
yeah.
I'm gonna get all these boxes packed, and I can weigh them, and there won't be no guessing. I know exactly how much to charge, and then nobody's getting charged the wrong amount, or I'm not losing my butt.
You don't want to do that.
No.
I'm back.
Valerie's back.
But I thought that was a pretty good turnout. I mean, like 27 people registered to bid.
Yeah.
And I made like $91, so that was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, it's most
snipers in there.
Huh?
You had some people sniping at the end and stuff. You know, it had good action on it.
Yeah, most of the stuff that I sold was just stuff that I would just take to the rummage sale or flea market or whatever anyways, you know. Yeah. So it's all pretty much stuff that I had already made money on anyways with the stuff that it came with, you know. I'm happy. And it's not like listing on eBay. I mean, I had to set the whole thing up this time, but I think next time it'll be a lot easier, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So it won't take as long, because it's just pretty much snapping pictures, you know. All right.
Well, wait till it starts really getting big and you're putting up like 50 lots.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to do this time, was putting like 50 up, but I never got that much done. But because I was also listing on eBay at the same time, so you know.
Yeah.
I don't have any A boxes for Sally. I'm all out of A boxes. I think a padded flat rate would be. I don't know if they'll fit in there.
Well, she got the body spray, didn't she?
No, she got the gingerbread men.
Oh.
I don't think I really want to put them in an envelope. Oh, maybe I do have A boxes. I have some small boxes back here. I think that are A. I've got A boxes, but they're in town. But I think this one's A2. Let me see. No, they're not. What are they? They don't say what they are on them. Oh, shoebox. How much does it cost to ship a shoebox? Those are kind of expensive, aren't they, Kara?
No, it depends. How much does it weigh?
Hello?
How much does it weigh?
I don't know.
I mean, like a shoebox to Michigan to Sally. I mean, if it weighs like, let's say, like 2 to 2.5 pounds, I mean, you should be able to ship that for under $8.
Yeah.
It's only going to be a pound.
Yeah, I mean, you should. I mean, to Michigan, you might even be able to ship that for like $7. I don't want to quote for sure because now the postage rates went up, but I mean, you might even ship that for about $7.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not bad.
I mean, I don't think you're going to get it any cheaper with Parcel Select or FedEx.
No.
And it'll be there in 2 days.
But an A box might be cheaper.
Yeah, an A box.
It might be. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll wait and get an A box tomorrow then. I got them at my daughter's house. I had them shipped there because she's I'll be right back.
Yeah, I can ship a 2-pound shoebox style priority box to Philadelphia for $7.91.
Right.
So, I mean, for her to Michigan, it won't be that bad.
No.
I can, and you put it at a pound, it's $6.98. So it's under. But I think the cheapest original flat rate A you can get is $8.50 now. I don't think they get cheaper than that anymore.
$6 something for the A?
No, $8.15, and I don't think A's are cheaper than that. I don't think.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose with the new post, because I remember I shipped something. It was like 5 pounds in an A box, and it only ended up like 6 something. But that I think that was before the postal rate increase.
Yeah. Well, I just did it on something I sold, but it was going to Philadelphia. I mean, 1 pound in a regular priority box, like the shoebox style, it would cost $6.98 versus the regional A was $8.15. But now that I think about it, I don't remember. Now that they did the increases, I don't remember ever seeing the regional A less than $8.50. But if you can get the weight down, it's a lot of times it will go cheaper regular priority versus the regional A.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on them tonight and get the weights and get everybody invoiced tomorrow morning, hopefully. So. I didn't do anything for the first half of this show, so. Uh-oh, what happened to Shirley? Ow. Oh, yeah, it's sad. I'm very sorry. We're not supposed to bury our kids.
Nope.
That's terrible. Where did Michelle go?
Walking the dogs.
Mm. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she went with Valerie. That's right. Bye, Black Eyed Joe.
Bye, Joe.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up on this end.
Yeah, it's just about time for bed.
Yeah, it's about
get ready to round up the doggies and hit the hay, I think.
I'm gonna finish up some more of these shipments and tomorrow I can hurry up and send out the invoices.
Have a good dinner, Joe.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody, for coming on. Yeah.
Nope.
Thanks for joining me, and we got some work done, and thanks for keeping up the chat for me while I'm taking my pictures and all that good stuff. So.
And thank you to anybody who's in here that bid on my auction. Thank you very much.
So we will see you in the morning.
All right. Bye, all.
Good night.
Bye, guys.